Right guys, Mark Crossfield here, hitting today TaylorMade's M2 Iron. This club has quite a lot going on. It has an interesting story around launching, peak height, and we will talk about lofts as well. M2, the new TaylorMade Iron. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, TaylorMade M2. We get a slot on the bottom like we've been seeing in quite a few TaylorMade irons. That's going to try and help keep ball speeds up across the face. Those kind of ideas. We get this kind of V-shaped badge, TaylorMade, which is off the face almost on the back here. It's pulling CGs back and off the face, which is going to help you get that ball peaking height higher is the big story with this. Now, because this iron does, in theory, go higher, they're saying, what happens is they've got to kind of control the flight by moving the lofts down. So the loft of this 7-iron in my hands is 25 degrees. Yes, you heard it. 7-iron, 25 degrees. But what TaylorMade are claiming with M2 is because the peak height is up there, it's as high as you should get from any other 7-iron, maybe a little higher. They've got to reduce the launch a little bit with the loft, and that in turn should really give you a bit more mile-an-hour ball speed. So in theory, you're going to get more distance, but your peak height's not going to be sacrificed. Interesting ideas. We'll test it, shall we? Down by the ball, it looks good. It's kind of a little bit of offset in the 7-iron. It's kind of this smoky finish. So it's kind of like a darkened chromed almost. To be honest with you, it looks really nice. And it's a very chunky iron, but you're seeing none of it out the back, which I'm quite impressed with. From this end, it doesn't look that dissimilar to, say, any of the burners they've had before, that kind of range. It looks pretty nice. It looks very gameable. So 7-iron here. Let's see what I get out of this club with my 25-degree loft on it. Let's see what happens. So I felt like I hit that pretty good. So 7-iron for me, anything getting up near 170 would be long for a 7-iron. So that's 167. So that's a good distance 7-iron. So if we look at where that distance is coming from, if we whack that up there for me, that is launching at 19 degrees, peak heighting 32. So I wouldn't say that's higher than where I've been before, but it's not massively low. I'm ranging between 30 and 34 peak height normally, so it's not the highest. Spinning at 4.9, I mean, that is low spin. This is a 7-iron. That is spinning at 4.9. A 7-iron for me would be normally 6,000, maybe 6.5, sometimes 5/8. That's 4.9 on that one. Yeah, so low spinning clubs, still it is peaking height a little bit, are going to go further. Let's give it another hit. I think that one fine, maybe a fraction more towards the toe, but good. Does feel nice. It makes quite a loud sound off the face. It does make quite a crack off the face. So 166, similar. Let's have a look at those numbers quickly. So that one's spinning at 5.3, I think I saw. Launching at 19, peaking height at 32. So it's, considering it's a 25-degree lofted 7-iron, the peak height is still up there, but that spin is getting low on a 7. It's much more like a 6-iron spin for me, that. Let's give it another hit. Hit that one good. Again, quite a similar shot. 167, I'll hit one more. Fraction more towards the bottom. You can see it's going out a little lower. It certainly looked like it was going lower on the graphic. Felt like it was going lower. 168. So if we bring those numbers up, let's have a little look. Averaging there, so if we bring them back up, 32 peak height. So I'm not seeing it going particularly higher, but it certainly is getting up in the air considering it's a 25-degree lofted 7-iron. Spinning at 5.3, so the spin is coming off, which is where my distance is coming from, launching at 18 degrees. not bad, kind of around there, maybe a fraction lower. Again, it's a 25-degree lofted club. It's going to launch a bit lower unless I manipulate it. Averaging 166 with a 7-iron. Look, to be honest with you, I could game this. I could absolutely game this. It looks nice. I can easily be seduced by irons that go further because my irons aren't particularly long. But for an iron that, to be honest with you, has a lot of guff on it, you know, it's a busy looking iron. Slot on the bottom, don't need them on the face because what they've done with the bars and the bits and the undercuts and all the rest of it on the back is doing what the slots would do anyway. So it's very busy, but from this end, it looks quite sharp, to be honest. It looks quite neat. Numbers are gameable. The numbers are seducing me a little bit, but I do like the looks and the feel. M2, maybe one to go and check out. I'd watch the spins, check your peak heights maybe compared to your irons. But yeah, I quite like M2 there, not bad at all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more videos. Find me on Instagram @CrossfieldMark, also on Twitter @4golfonline. Find me on Facebook, Mark Crossfield. Thanks for watching. Post comments as always, and see you soon.